coming around. I'm coming around. Hi guys. This is a nice, easy one. And it's really good. And kids like it too. That's always important, right? So I had started it and it's been marinating in the refrigerator. Mine's been in there a few hours, but if you can think ahead, that's good. You know, just leave it in there. And what it's marinated in is two simple things that you probably have at home. One is a little bit of sour cream. You could use yogurt too. That's used in a lot of Indian cooking, and it tenderizes, you know, the yogurt especially does. But this works well too. This is one product that I don't mind buying the low fat of. It still tastes really, really good. This is just the regular one. I forget, we had company and I was making dip or something. Okay, I just used the last of it. And then, I'm telling you with this next item, I could make several things from it. And this is a true cheating gourmet, whatever, trick. I'm sure you do it too. I like the zesty Italian because it's less oil. I showed a picture of it one time in comparison. We accidentally bought the regular Italian. What is it, $1 or something, $1.29 now. And it had so much more oil. This has a little bit of oil, but if you look closely, it mostly just has giblets in it. It has all the little herbs and stuff in there. And yet it has some oil, so it acts to marinate also. So looky here, with these two things and some boneless chicken breast, try and dry off your chicken first before you cook it or even marinate it. I put it in a Ziploc bag. And then this is what we're gonna do next. It's gonna get messy, y'all. Let's go. I'm gonna put it in a 13 by 9 or just a pan that goes in the oven, okay? Should I have greased it? Maybe. Like spread it with Pam? Yeah, maybe. But anyway, then I'm gonna roll it not in breadcrumbs this time, not in panko, not in seasoned breadcrumbs, something you've seen used in many ways. But sometimes after I'm done making this one dish that I'll mention in a second, I always have leftovers. And that's like the party potatoes with the cornflakes on top. Don't you always have extra? I always have extra. So I make them also here and there, not exactly the correct way. Some people call them funeral potatoes. We just call them Amy's potatoes because Amy makes these and they're really good in our family, my niece Amy. So we call them Amy potatoes, all right? And I had about this many left and I just left them in the bag. I didn't need a rolling pin or anything like that. I went like this. But I will make those party potatoes, just, you know, it doesn't have to be an occasion. And I can use just my own potatoes for them, but in other words, you can use these on top. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, here's a bowl. We're gonna roll them in there and crunch them up really good. You could put a little bit of flour or even seasoning in here if you want at this point, but I'm not going to, okay? Do I really have to go get the Pam to spray this? Yes. I'm not so prepared. All right, here I am. I'm gonna spray it. I usually spray this over the sink, so I'm just being really careful so it doesn't get everywhere. Okay, let's get back to this. I'm not even gonna use a fork. I'm gonna just roll it and put it straight in there. Okay, this might get messy. Smells good. With my dry hand, I'll try and get a little bit on top. I'll try. It's not good. I'm not gonna have a dry hand at the end of this. Nope, ain't happening. Okay, so look at that. Whoops, get on there, you. I went every little bit. And I'm just gonna bake this at I think like 375, get it really going. And if you have some that doesn't have a little bit of crumbs on it, just do this and then push them in, okay? So I'm gonna continue with this. We'll get it in the oven and I'll go from there. Let me do one more. This one's a big boy. Yike. He is a big boy, huh? I don't know how long they should bake. I wrote up a card. I don't know where I put it, but I'm going to try and put all the cards in that recipe file folder so that you can print them out and use them. If you do, will you let me know? Oh, you know, I know I talk to myself, but I want to hear from you too, right? I mean, I'm making dinner anyway. And most of the things that I make, someone said, what's your favorite recipe? And I'm like, recipe? I just cook. I look in the fridge and go, what can I make out of this, kind of, you know? Boy, is he huge. I might save these ones for later. Holy cow, man. Besides, I'm running out of crumbs. This is enough. Yep, this is enough. So I got the oven starting to preheat. Yeah, I'm going to just use the rest of this. Look at. And I'm going to save these. I can actually freeze them right in there. There'll be 2. I'll mark them. I'm going to put this bag within another bag, though, in case there was some stuff on the outside. I got to go turn off the camera. I'll be back. Okay. I have one dry finger. The chicken's in the oven, and it smells really good, actually. I haven't made that in ages. Okay, so to go with it, I'm just making some twice stuffed potatoes, okay? So they're still a little bit hot, and I microwaved mine first. And yeah, they're done. They're all the way done. Since I'm going to stuff them, you know, take the filling out, do some mix-ins, and then restuff them, I say, which way do they sit? And then I'm going to cut them that way. They're really hot. He's sitting up like that. So do you know what I mean by that? So that they're not rolling around. Like this is going to sit and stay there. Ooh, they're really hot. No kidding. Hey, I thought of a game. Remember the game Hot Potato? Duh. That's where it came from. Hot potato. You know what? I'm going to let these cool for a couple minutes. But the idea is... Here, let me grab a mitt. I've done a whole little demo on ways to make these. I just hold them like this. You see that? And you can use a melon baller or scooper. And just go around, though. Try not to hit the bottom, but if you do, no big deal, right? And give it a little scrape. I like most of the filling out. So I'll continue to do that. That's what it'll end up looking like. I'm going to put them back. Oops, goodness. I'm going to put them back in the dish that they came in. And I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil on the bottom because I like a real crunchy skin. What do you think? Okay. I'll take this and go around like that. Okay, and then I'll fill them up and put them back in. Ouch! I'll be back. Okay, I have all the potato stuff out of their little jackets. And I like to do this part while it's hot. You don't really need anything fancy, just a fork. So what do you like in your potatoes? I think potatoes have a few best friends. One of them is butter. And this will soften things up so that I can add the other ingredients. See how fast that melted? Okay. They don't have to be perfectly, you know, smooth. You don't have to get out a mixer, trust me. I used to do that. I used to get out a mixer. And you don't need to. I have another secret ingredient. Of course, potatoes' other friends are salt and pepper. Get in there. We like a lot of pepper. I love onions in my potatoes of any kind, but I have a little secret that I use. And people say, these are extra good. What do you put in them, Shirley? French onion dip. I know, I'm weird. I just put a little dollop of that in, and it serves 2 purposes. It's oniony, and it's got the sour cream in it, right? You don't need a lot. You do like that. Another little rag for my finger. Okay, so we're almost there. This actually goes really fast, and I'm always saying about, you can get the kids to help. You can just have them mash this up with a fork. Say, wash your hands, get in here, and then instead of putting cheese in here, I'm gonna put it on top. Now, you can refill these up, okay? Fill them up, rather. And how many do I have? Let's see, I had 4 potatoes, so 8 little jackets here. And if you want, you can, I do this with other things too. I take it in half, and then I know I should make 4 out of that and 4 out of that, so that they're kind of even. So let's see how that goes, okay? You can always go back and fill them up more. But basically, I do this. I try and keep this a little bit flat. Put them in that olive oil. Then I'll put the cheese on top. What do you think? Okay. So I used 1/4 of the mix. And as you can see, I didn't get all like crazy serious about doing it either. Okay, there's another one. I'll do one more. Get in there. Yeah, we'll do them all. So I can put the cheese on. Okay. Get in there. What do you like in yours? I especially love scallions too. On our potatoes, in our potatoes. And I will put some cheese, some shredded cheese on top. Usually a yellow kind of shredded cheese, you know. Okay. See, it's working out good. Proportion-wise. Okay, get in there. And the last little guy with the last little portion. Come here, you. Get in there. Okay. Okay. Oopsie. Last one's giving me grief. Stop. Okie doke. This is a lot of potatoes. And we're gonna, let's my hand off a tiny bit because I'm gonna touch the cheese. And then you just reheat them. Everything is already baked, right? I don't sprinkle. I do this with my hand. I go like this, right? A little bit more. You can use any kind of cheese. I really like the white hard cheeses, like, you know, I like Asiago quite a bit. But you can put anything you want in these, you know, and then just reheat them. They're really good when you're having company as the side dish because A, they're easy to serve. Then you know you have enough, but also everybody seems to like them. So there you go. And I'm going to check my chicken pretty soon, but I'm going to put this in the same oven as the chicken. We'll go from there. And then we'll have some fresh broccoli with it.